I'm John Randall Kington. I served in Vietnam in 1965 and 1966. I was a Lance Corporal, United States Marine Corps. We were a battalion that was designated as the hot battalion. We would go in when things heated up. And then in 1965, August, the largest battle to that time in the war, Operation Starlight. I lost 46 Marines in that battle. Was in that battle in a helicopter that went down. Was in all kind of firefights, ambushes, search and destroy missions. I carried a radio the last 4 months of my time in Vietnam. That radio was like a 10-pound box on the back of my pack with a huge antenna that was like telling the enemy, shoot this way. I was shot in the neck March 21st, 1966, almost 56 years ago. The bullet picked me up in the air, brought me back down to the ground, and I came down. I couldn't move. I was paralyzed from my neck down, and I stopped breathing. And I thank God, give God all the credit. I asked him to give me my arms back. He gave me my arms back and allowed me to be independent from a wheelchair. And here 56 years, almost 56 years later, I'm still independent. I'm still moving around. I'm still hopefully doing what he wants me to do. There was 31 of us, and of that 31, only 7 made it out uninjured and alive. We were Echo Company, 2nd Battalion, 4th Marines, and we were known as the company that would go in first. And we paid a price for going in first. President Johnson didn't come to see me. This was in Bethesda Naval Hospital. He came down to see a senator by the name of Everett Dirksen from Illinois. And he decided to come down and visit some of us peons. And he came by my bedside and talked with me for a little bit. The biggest, tallest man, of course I was laying on my back, had the bluest, blackest kind of suit, but he asked me, he said, "You're a Marine, aren't you?" And I said, "Yes, sir." And he said, "Damn good organization." Made me really proud. I was 19 years old when I got hurt, and the first VA hospital I was in was Memphis. And there I told somebody the other day, the VA, when I got out, they helped me build my first house, they helped me buy my first car, they sent me to school for 5 years, and they found me a wife. I met my wife at the Memphis VA hospital where she was doing volunteer work. Here 54 and a half years later, we're still happy, we're still married. The VA, I give the VA all the credit. The guys that I'm with at the Marine Corps League, the guys that I meet at the VFW and the DAV and the American Legion, the guys I meet in the grocery store, every one of them, when they began their service, raised their right hand and said, "I'm willing to die to keep this country safe and free." I'd love to see those last years be somebody take care of them as well as the VA is taking care of me. And I think I shared with you about it, the 90-year-old quadriplegic. Fell back, broke his neck. They took him to Tampa, and Tampa couldn't place him. After they got him up and going, and after 9 months of rehabilitation, and he's up there. His 89-year-old wife can't drive up there every weekend. The last I talked to him, he hadn't seen his wife in 4 months, and they had been married maybe 55, 60 years. And this is the kind of service that this area needs. Tampa is a long way away. Bay Pines is a long way away. We need to take care of these guys. We need to take care of these ladies. We need to have a facility out there that when you're in trouble, come out here and knock on the door, because we'll have somebody to take care of you. The report that I read you're going to have that kind of facility. You're going to have that kind of facility that will look after folks who, especially in our last years, who are alone, who are hurting, who need help. We got an opportunity here to do something great. These folks who have given so much in World War II, Vietnam, Korean War, the Afghanistan, Iraq, these guys need our very best. And so far, Collier County hasn't been able to give them our very best because we don't have a home. I like for it to have a gathering room where we meet next to the moorings. I like for a gathering room for veterans to come and be able to meet and to talk with each other, because nobody knows what you've gone through better than somebody that's gone through the same thing. This will be one of the greatest things that Collier County has done. One of the most selfless acts that I've ever witnessed was the guy that picked me up and carried me and placed me behind a rice paddy dyke and made sure I was safe. And his name was Gary Hand, a corpsman. And he picked up his medical bag after he made sure I was safe, and he went back into battle. And he went back into battle knowing that maybe I might get hurt. Maybe I might get killed. Well, he was shot, and the round ended his life. He gave up his life so that people like me could come home and be safe and be free. What a selfless act. This is like a selfless act. This is telling the world, listen, Naples, this area of Collier County, we believe in our veterans. We care about our veterans. We want them to know that we place each one of them up on a pedestal, that we want to make sure that their last years are the years that they can't help themselves. We're going to be there to help them.